Alright guys, today we're going to draw a wheel in Solidworks. And how we're going to do that is by starting with our right plane. We're going to go normal to that right plane, and then we're going to do a rough sketch of a circle. Now we want this radius, we want a circle. And we want our circle's diameter to be approximately 1.25 inches. And we're going to check mark that. And the next thing that we want to do is we are going to actually extrude boss base. And we want to extrude boss base about 1/4 inch. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get that smart dimension in there too. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut a hole in the center. And to do that, you go to Features, Extruded Cut. I've selected that item, and then there was a pop-up that asked me basically where do I want this sketch for this cut to be made. That's why it took me back to the sketch menu. And I want it to actually be, I want to do a circle again. I want to be, let's do this. Be normal to this, normal to my sketch. I'm going to sketch another circle inside of this one. And this one I want to be right at 1 inch in diameter, so a radius of 5. Rather, of 0.5. I'm going to check mark that. I'm going to dimension it. And then go back to Features and do an extruded cut. And if I leave it as blind, it's going to cut all the way through, which is what I want. So I have the beginning of my wheel. Now the next thing I need to do is to make all of these flat edges rounded. To do that, I'm going to use a special feature called a fillet. And I want to choose the face fillet option. Here I'm supposed to select 2 things that I want to change. I want my curve to go from this edge to this edge. And I want it to be less than that 0.25 that I extruded. Actually, I want it to be 0.25 divided by 2. I want that to happen first. And then I want to subtract a little bit, so a little bit's left in the center, 0.02. And I'm going to check mark that. And now you can tell that I have a rounded edge. I want to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to add an additional fillet. I'm going to go from this face to this second face over here and check mark that. Now you'll see here that I only have a little bit of room left to continue to get the inside curved as well. So this time I want the inside to go to the outside, and my fillet isn't automatically showing up in yellow, so I know I'm going to have to change my size. If I do 0.02, I'm able to get a fillet in there. That's why I subtracted it out in the beginning. And zoom to center. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to add my 4th fillet. I want it to go from this face to this second face over here. I want it to be 0.02. And now I have a completely round wheel. To add the spokes in the center, this wheel was made on the front plane, so if we go normal to our front plane, you'll see what's going on. Normal to our right plane, this is where we can add the spokes. Now for these, I want it to be I can do either a swept boss base, which as you can tell sweeps the closed profile along an open or closed path to create a solid feature. which sounds like a rib inside of a wheel, or I can do extruded boss base. Now it's going to ask me, I'm on the right plane, but that's not where I want my extrude to happen. I actually want my extrude to happen on this front plane. So what this means is if I can go from here to this side over here. And again, I want to be normal to that front plane. Now I might need to create a section view so I can see what's going on. I might also be able to do it from here. To do the spokes, I want to sketch. So right now I'm sketching on the right plane, which is not what I want. So I'm going to escape out and I'm going to exit sketch to start back over. I'm going to do an extruded boss base. And I want to select that front plane. And now I should be able to sketch. Now this is going to be weird. I want a spoke, and I want this whole thing to move over. You can tell that I sketched it not on the wheel, which is going to be a little bit of an issue. So that's something I'm going to let you guys play with today.